Kamath. Brother Pinto was my class teacher in the 9th standard at Regina Mundi School in Goa. He is a very inspiring teacher and has become a friend, philosopher and guide to many of his students, including me. And this is an interview of him in which he tells his story, his journey as a teacher. Teaching has been a calling for him. Helping weaker students to become good in their studies is an absolute motto for this man. Really, I thank God for the way he is and thank God for making him the way he is. Please watch.
I'm Brother Tom Pinto, a Christian brother who is now in Goa at the moment on a holiday, and an ex-pupil, Mahesh Kamath, wants to make a video about me. And therefore, he asked for my background. I was born in Goa in 1947, but it was Portuguese Goa. And here I went to school in the nursery and class 1 to St. Thomas High School, Aldona. Then my parents migrated to Bombay because of education for my sisters. And so I went to school in Dr. Antonio de Silva High School, Dadar, where I finished my high school and then went to college in Podar College, which was specialized in commerce in Matunga. Having graduated there, the idea of being a teacher, helping weak students, came to me in school.
Then I asked him about his calling in life, how he became a teacher, how he chose to be a Christian brother, a religious order of teachers.
While I was here, I was teaching catechism in school. And there, after I had finished my degree, I was teaching for some time in my own school. And there I was teaching catechism. And there I felt that I was incompetent to teach that subject as I could teach other subjects. Because here you have to share your life. And I found that I did not know Jesus Christ as well as he should be known. And so desired to become either a priest or suddenly there were the brothers who came to Dadar. While this idea of going and joining a religious order was there, and I found that the brothers who had taken over the school, Our Lady of Salvation School in Dadar, were religious and brothers who were dedicated to teaching. And that made me opt to become a Christian brother. That was in 1973.
Then he went on to Shillong for his novitiate, his training to become a teacher, further along for further studies on his path in his chosen career.
There when I joined, I had to go to Shillong for my novitiate, which is the grounding for brother to know what brother is, and you made your first profession. After my first profession, I was sent to Vasai, St. Augustine School, Vasai in Bombay for my practice teaching and community experience, after which I came to Shillong again to do my B.Ed. After my B.Ed, I was sent to St. Mary's High School, Calcutta. Here, the principal created a special class of all the boarders who were failing classes 1 to 4 and put them into one class called the remedial class. And it was a tall order to teach different sections of different grades in one class. And so this is where I got my foundation in teaching. that I taught English and maths, and they had to be taught with the basic concepts. And that is where to see the children slowly picking up confidence in themselves where they were failing earlier, gave me confidence in myself that the weak can be made strong. And that has been my motto.
Then he came to Goa in 1978 to teach in Regina Mundi's school, and that's where me and my classmates met him.
From St. Mary's Dum Dum, I was sent to Goa in 1978. And that is where I had my first class, class 9, where I came to know most of these boys who were from Goa and other places. And there, for 3 years, I was here when I sent to Mangalore. For 4 years, from Mangalore to Calcutta, again to St. Mary's School to teach the ICSE 9 and 10. After which I was sent back to Goa Regina Mundi School as a principal, where I worked for 7 years. From Goa, I was sent to Bombay to Our Lady of Salvation School as principal for 2 years, after which I came to Vasai to do 3 years and back in Bombay, St. Our Lady of Salvation School, from where I retired in 2005.
Then after retirement, he taught many more students to follow his calling, to help weaker students become stronger and good in their studies.
I retired, though I retired, I still had energy to teach. So our brothers opened a school in a vernacular medium area in Maharashtra called Gevrai, where I went for 2 years. After which I came back again to Vasai. Though I was retired, being a private school, I could teach some subjects. I was class teacher of class 9 and teaching geography in class 10 and history and geography in class 9. And then from there, they asked me to help out the boys who were joining us who had no English as such. And I went to Shillong to help them out, where I was later told to help out in a school for tribals, which was started, school dropouts, where boys were being coached for the NIOS examination. And that is where I am till today.
Asked him to tell us about some incidents, anecdotes in his teaching career so far.
Yeah, I've been asked to give some anecdotes or stories that form a part of my life. The first one is that I told you where I learned the basics of teaching, and that was in St. Mary's Dum Dum, Calcutta. The students there, as they grew in confidence, I saw them wanting to learn, and this was reinforced by a nun who was in charge of the dormitory. She says, these students before did not like to learn, but then now they want to study. So having got that kind of positive feedback gave me the idea that I could help the poor. That is one. Second one I can say is this, that when I was principal in Goa, the village boys were there and they had no liking or desire to learn. So they found certain subjects, especially the language ones, which are history and geography, rather difficult. So I tried to simplify that and make them learn those so that they could get through their school leaving certificate. And that has impressed me a lot to see that once these boys finished their class 10, that they went ahead and did various courses, and now they're well settled and they come to meet me with their families. Yeah, some of the things that have also impressed me were that there were pupils who took up medicine. In one class that I taught, 3 students became doctors. Of course, one of them has passed away, but one of them was holding a high position in Goa Medical College, a surgeon of repute, Dr. Shirish Borkar. And he says that he owes his whatever he did was to me. Now, I don't feel I did anything special. I only did what I would do for every student. But he points out certain incidents, as some students point out. But I feel grateful to God for having given me this vocation to help people to grow up into God fearing men and bring up good families.
Then I asked him to give some advice, some message for his students, his ex-pupil. And this is what he said.
I would like to thank all the students whom I've taught, because teaching is an interactive process. We learn so much from them, though they say they have learned something from us. And that is what has kept me close to them. And it's a joy to meet them wherever they are and whenever I come here.
Hi brother, compliments of the season. Ken Cho, one of the evergreen brothers, my guru, for all season and for all reasons.
I remember in our school days, he even helped students who had stammering problems by suggesting ways, techniques like singing, etc.
Brother Pinto was like a role model for us as a teacher, because not only did he have a great sense of discipline, but his love, compassion and empathy for us as students was beyond compare. All the values that he taught us, I'll never forget throughout my life. Thank you, brother.
He even went on taking extra steps to help students who had weaker physical fitness.
Brother Thomas Pinto was a great teacher. He was a class teacher in the 9th standard and teacher in English as well as in geography. We learned a lot from him. He was my guru and he was my mentor, and I owe a lot to Brother Pinto. Thank you.
I remember this man going out of the way for his students, calling students after school hours to sit with them through their studies to make sure they understood their subjects. And I didn't know at that time that was his calling, but this was a man who went out of his way, spent extra time for his students, and didn't ask for any extra money. Really, truly, I'm really grateful to him.
Hello, Brother Pinto. Your cane has taught me a lot and I really come up well in life. All thanks to you. Thank you very much, brother.
The things that Brother Pinto taught me cannot be found in any syllabus, and those values remain with me till today. So thank you, Brother Pinto, for everything.
In this film, me and my classmates and all the other students who I represent would like to thank you, Brother Pinto, for the way you are. And we all love you. Thank you very much for the way you are. Thank you.